Pete Carroll lifestyle and net worth. Pete Carroll is an esteemed American football coach renowned for his dynamic coaching style and significant contributions to both collegiate and professional football. Born on September 15, 1951, in San Francisco, California, Carroll's coaching career spans several decades, marked by notable successes and leadership roles. Pete Carroll, the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, has an estimated net worth of approximately $50 million as of 2025. This substantial wealth is primarily attributed to his extensive and successful coaching career in both college football and the NFL. During his tenure with the Seattle Seahawks, Carroll was among the highest-paid coaches in the league, earning an annual salary of around $15 million. His successful stint with the Seahawks, which included a Super Bowl victory, significantly bolstered his earnings and overall net worth. Pete Carroll is married to Glenna Goranson. The couple met while attending the University of the Pacific, where Glenna was a standout volleyball player. They got married in 1976 and have been together for several decades, supporting each other throughout Pete's long coaching career. Together, they have 3 children, Brennan, Jamie, and Nate Carroll. Brennan and Nate have followed in their father's footsteps, working in football coaching roles. Pete Carroll is 5 feet 11 inches, which is equivalent to 1.80 meters tall. That being said, let's roll. Pete Carroll early life and education. Born on September 15, 1951, in San Francisco, California, Peter Clay Carroll was an active and determined athlete from a young age. He attended Redwood High School in Larkspur, California, where he excelled in football, basketball, and baseball. Despite being of a relatively small frame at the time, Carroll compensated with his athleticism, tenacity, and an unrelenting drive to compete. Following high school, Carroll attended the College of Marin before transferring to the University of the Pacific, where he played as a free safety for the Tigers football team. His playing career, while not exceptionally distinguished, provided him with first-hand experience of the game from a player's perspective. Carroll graduated in 1973 with a degree in business administration and later pursued a master's degree in physical education, which set the foundation for his coaching career. Pete Carroll early coaching career. Carroll's coaching career began as a graduate assistant at his alma mater, the University of the Pacific. His passion for coaching and his ability to connect with players became apparent early on, leading him to assistant coaching roles at several universities, including Iowa State, Ohio State, North Carolina State, and the University of Arkansas. During his collegiate assistant coaching years, Carroll honed his defensive coaching skills under some of the most respected figures in football, including Monty Kiffin, a renowned defensive strategist. In 1984, Carroll made the jump to the National Football League, NFL, joining the Buffalo Bills as a defensive backs coach. This role was short-lived, but it paved the way for coaching positions with the Minnesota Vikings and New York Jets, where he continued to develop his defensive expertise. By 1994, he was promoted to head coach of the Jets, but his tenure lasted just 1 season, as the team struggled and finished with a 6-10 record. Carroll spent the next few years as a defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers before taking over as head coach of the New England Patriots in 1997. While his tenure in New England saw moderate success, including 2 playoff appearances, he was ultimately dismissed after the 1999 season, paving the way for the hiring of Bill Belichick. Pete Carroll USC dominance. After his mixed experiences in the NFL, Carroll was offered the head coaching job at the University of Southern California, USC, in 2000. Initially met with skepticism due to his NFL background and perceived lack of college coaching experience, Carroll quickly turned USC into a powerhouse. His recruiting acumen, infectious enthusiasm, and commitment to competition transformed the Trojans into one of the most dominant teams in college football history. Under Carroll's leadership, USC won 2 national championships, 2003 and 2004, and produced a slew of NFL talent, including Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, and Clay Matthews. The Trojans consistently finished among the top-ranked teams, and their high-powered offense and aggressive defense became hallmarks of Carroll's coaching philosophy. Despite his success, Carroll's tenure at USC ended amid controversy. In 2010, the NCAA sanctioned USC for violations related to improper benefits given to Reggie Bush, resulting in severe penalties, including vacated wins and scholarship reductions. Although Carroll maintained that he was unaware of the violations, the fallout tarnished USC's legacy under his tenure. Pete Carroll, Seattle Seahawks and Super Bowl glory. In 2010, Carroll returned to the NFL, accepting the head coaching position with the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside general manager John Schneider, Carroll built a formidable team centered on defense, a strong running game, and a dynamic young quarterback, Russell Wilson. Carroll's impact on the Seahawks was immediate. His emphasis on competition and trust in young players helped cultivate one of the most dominant defenses in NFL history, known as the Legion of Boom. The Seahawks reached their peak during the 2013 season, finishing with a 13-3 record and advancing to Super Bowl 48. In a stunning display of dominance, the Seahawks crushed the Denver Broncos 43-8, securing the franchise's first Super Bowl title. The following season, Seattle returned to the Super Bowl but suffered a heartbreaking loss to the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 49 after an infamous goal line interception. Despite the setback, Carroll's Seahawks remained playoff contenders for much of the next decade, reaching the postseason consistently and maintaining a competitive edge in the NFC. Carroll became the Seahawks' all-time winningest coach, surpassing Mike Holmgren. His ability to adapt, develop talent, and foster a resilient team culture kept Seattle competitive even as key players from the Super Bowl winning roster departed. Pete Carroll moved to the Las Vegas Raiders. After parting ways with the Seahawks in early 2024, Carroll was not out of the coaching world for long. In January 2025, he was named the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, signing a 3-year contract. The move was seen as a bold step for both the franchise and the veteran coach, with hopes that Carroll's experience and winning mentality would elevate the Raiders to new heights. Carroll's hiring also reignited an old rivalry, as he would now compete in the same division as former college adversary Jim Harbaugh, who took over as the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. The dynamic between these two fiery competitors is expected to add further intrigue to the AFC West. Pete Carroll coaching style and philosophy. One of Carroll's defining traits as a coach is his boundless energy and unwavering belief in positivity. His philosophy, often described as win forever, revolves around the idea that competition breeds excellence and that a relentless commitment to improvement is key to sustained success. Carroll encourages players to embrace the moment, compete at their highest level, and foster a culture of trust and accountability. His ability to connect with players on a personal level has made him one of the most beloved figures in coaching. Carroll has often been praised for his open-minded approach, willingness to adapt, and focus on player development both on and off the field. Pete Carroll legacy and impact. Pete Carroll's impact on football extends beyond his coaching record. His innovative approach to leadership, emphasis on culture building, and ability to inspire players have set a standard for future generations of coaches. His tenure at USC remains one of the most dominant eras in college football, while his work with the Seahawks brought long-term success to a franchise that had previously struggled to maintain consistency. With his move to the Raiders, Carroll's story is still being written. Whether he can replicate his past successes remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Pete Carroll's influence on football, from college to the professional ranks, is undeniable. His legacy as a passionate leader, a fierce competitor, and a mentor to countless players will endure for years to come. Thank you for watching till the end, and remember to subscribe to our channel for such interesting content.